go.
Welcome to episode 38 of Shenanigans. NFL talk, a lot of NFL stuff going on, pretty much. Some MLB as well, a little bit of UFC.
Yeah, man, we got all kinds of stuff. Most of it's NFL, but there's, I like to go over anything notable within the week in sports. Like even playoffs of sports, we don't really totally cover all of that much, or we might be a little more casual with. Like I still had something to say about the NBA playoffs, even though I didn't know what was going on much. But we got NFL Week 6 just happened. And a whole bunch of notable injuries I wanted to get through before we start. Kayvon Thibodeau is going to be on injured reserve for a wrist injury. Derek Carr hurt his oblique. I don't know how long he'll be out. Christian Wilkins is out indefinitely. I saw. I can't remember what his was. I think it's either a wrist or a knee. I don't know. But and then Aiden Hutchinson will be out for the year. He snapped his leg in the Lions game pretty gruesomely. Looked like a UFC leg kick. There's my cat. You can probably hear her.
Hell yeah, man, that fucking sucked. I did not like seeing Aiden Hutchinson get hurt.
Yeah, and then for the Broncos, their best defender got hurt. He got concussed. Pat Surtain went out of the game pretty early. And then same with Marvin Harrison and Chris Olave. They both got concussed. So it was a big concussion week.
Yeah, a lot of injuries. I mean, it is mid-season almost, so they're going to be lining up here now.
Chris Olave gets beat
now
up.
Now we're starting to actually see who the good teams are and shit, and who the bad teams are. I mean, obviously, there still needs some more time to still officially dictate it, but for now, we pretty much know who's who and shit. And there are a few wild cards who could go either way. You never know. But
I don't know, man. There could be collapses, and there could be mid-season revivals.
That's what I'm saying too. There's always that.
I don't think.
There's always that, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think the Bills are gonna collapse. That was what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I don't think the Chiefs are gonna collapse.
Well, the Bills. We might as well talk about that now. The Bills. They traded for Amari Cooper, and you guys look stupid for trading him and trading for him. So the Bills got Amari Cooper for a third-round pick and a pick. They did a pick swap, and I'm pretty sure it's just a year rental. I saw somewhere. I think his deal expires anyway, but I like the move for the Bills. And then y'all sent him away 3 years younger for a fifth rounder, and you traded a first rounder for him. So. How do you feel as a Cowboys fan?
I mean, I don't really care at this point. I'm not invested like other Cowboys fans are still. There are people who are still invested in the Cowboys like that are kind of dumb. Obviously I'm a Cowboys fan. I can't root for any other team. I don't like any other team. But, I mean, what the fuck? I have no room to say anything. It's been 30 fucking years of the same thing. And it's not going to change. It doesn't seem like it's going to change. Seems like it's only getting worse at the moment. This seems like one of the bad seasons. We're going to go 500 or below 500.
Yeah, the 12-5 was going to stop.
I mean, I had a feeling I kind of predicted we'd get 9 wins this season, being optimistic, and that's me being optimistic, and that's me being optimistic with the fact that I've lost so much faith in the team still.
You're a weird squad. We'll beat the Steelers.
Well, the Steelers always play down to their competition. It's not. I don't think it's a fucking big deal to beat the Steelers at this point.
Who did y'all lose to so far?
We lost to
The Lions.
The Lions.
Oh yeah, might as well talk about that game.
Yeah, I guess so.
No, I guess we'll wait because Devontae Adams is another trade that happened. We didn't talk about. Second round pick or a third rounder that can become a second rounder if he gets an All Pro season or plays in one of the championship games in the playoffs. You think they can even make the playoffs at this point?
I don't even know, bro. Like 2-4. That's kind of hard to come back from. But I don't know. They can. They definitely can, though. The Cowboys came back from 3-5 the year they traded for Amari Cooper, and we went
see.
10-6. So you never know.
I don't like it, man. It's like wasting years of like just dumb stuff. Deshaun for Cooper for like that was a dumb period. He should have never been to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And Devontae should have never been a Raider. Just wasting prime years.
I mean, all the teams they've been on are technically wasted years if they didn't win a ring, I guess.
I guess so. Let's talk about the first game. 49ers Seahawks. Let's see.
Niners Seahawks.
I don't really remember much about this game.
I don't really either because Niners Seahawks. The Niners didn't play the Seahawks. Yes, they did.
Yeah, it was Thursday night. Gino threw 2 picks in this game.
Oh, I didn't watch that game. That's why.
Kenneth Walker has been getting shut down for like when he can't, if he can't make a big play, he gets shut down.
Yeah, I noticed that.
He's a very good athlete. Like
he's good
he
at
can make
receiving.
Yeah. And they had the Niners. They did Niner things. Debo had a few catches for a big game though.
The Niners are clearly not the 49ers that they were, though.
No, I mean CMC's out. Their defense is still pretty good though. Like they got Warner. Can you fucking cough up your ass or something instead of the microphone?
Yeah, I didn't even cough in the microphone. That's funny. I coughed away on the microphone on purpose to not get the sound.
Well, try it up your ass and we'll see if that works next time. I don't know. You got a room mic or some shit. I just mute mine and tap it, but whatever. Gino, I still say Gino is a better quarterback than we've been giving him credit for, but he also is not a game-changing quarterback, unfortunately. He didn't have a rushing game this game, so his ability I was talking about last week kind of got shut down. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't have much else to say about that game. I kind of don't remember it except the Niners winning. I usually go to bed around halftime of the primetime games, just because I got to work in the mornings. And you did start a new job, so maybe you'll eventually want to do the same thing.
Probably not. I don't know. I mean,
you don't think so?
No, when I did AC work, I fucking went. I had to wake up at 7, and I went to bed at like 12, 1 in the morning.
All right, that's up to you, man. I'm not good. I'm gonna be a bitch the next day.
I only need 6 hours of sleep.
Well, it's probably what they're gonna get up there in London after this loss they just had. Trevor Lawrence versus and the Jags versus the Bears. They're staying in London, but they just lost their first game in London. The Bears beat the Jags 35-16.
Yeah,
Caleb,
the Jags were gonna win.
Just had him a good day, even though they went out the first few drives. You did, and I believed you, honestly. I believed the London stuff, and I had a bet on them.
I mean,
also, I had
it wasn't even really because of the London stuff. I just thought the Bears weren't up to par, and I thought the Jags were on such a shit streak that they'd be like, all right, let's have a get it together game. But they fucking didn't. The Bears had a let's fucking kill you game.
Well, the only game the Jaguars did really good against was the Colts, and their defense is not good. But so Caleb's coming into his own with all of these weapons now. He had some good
good plays. Cole Kmet had 2 touchdowns, and their long snapper got hurt, and so he was long snapping as well.
I saw
That was
that.
pretty interesting. I think Keenan Allen. Did Keenan Allen have 2 touchdowns? I know
Yes, he
Gabe
did.
Davis
Keenan
had,
Allen did have 2 touchdowns. He had a good game. Cole
and
Kmet
didn't
had also had 2 touchdowns. Cole Kmet, one of his touchdowns was crazy. He ran like through somebody. He just didn't give a fuck, and just boom into the end zone.
this game they had missed opportunities. Gabe Davis had 2 touchdowns, but like he dropped one as well, and Brian Thomas Jr. dropped one. I think Evan Ingram might have dropped one. Like
Yeah,
the
dude.
only player.
Like they don't click, and then their running backs aren't good except for Tank Bigsby.
Their team is not that bad. I think Trevor needs somebody besides Doug Peterson to maybe get more out of him than he had that second year.
Yeah,
Because like that Trevor Lawrence was good, man. That second year Trevor Lawrence was good.
I do.
Don't know what
remember
happened.
him. They got rid of James Robinson.
Bro. They definitely are about to get rid of ETN, I think. I've seen ETN to the Cowboys. I've seen Rashad White to the Cowboys. So like any shitty running back y'all are in the market for, I think.
What the fuck is the point? We have Rico Dowdle already. We're just getting Rico Dowdles. We're just getting Rico Dowdle copies.
He has good hands. I will say that about Rico Dowdle. I don't like him, but he has good hands. But yeah, the Jaguars, they're like 1-5 or whatever.
Yeah,
Up there with the Rams, Panthers, Jags. Those are the worst. Yeah. Browns. Yeah, thanks. I'm so glad we're in that company.
Yeah, dude, the Browns suck so bad. The Browns never changed.
We can talk about the Browns then. They played the Eagles. That game was actually close because the Eagles have terrible coaching.
Oh my god, and the fuck, did you see the blocked field goal?
Oh yeah, Myles Garrett, and then just, of course, that's the only way the Browns can score anything.
Yeah, man. Saquon Barkley did not have himself a good game.
No, he didn't, and I had a bet for him. Fuck him. Deshaun.
AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, though. They did.
Oh yeah, they were force feeding AJ, and I think Smitty had a good touchdown, if I remember right.
Yeah, Smith didn't have many catches, but he had a touchdown, and he had a lot of yards.
Yeah, that 45-yard long one was the touchdown catch.
Big catch gave him a lot of yards and a touchdown. Then obviously they fed AJ Brown like they always do.
Cooper DeJean was starting finally. He had 3 tackles and stuff, so good for that white boy.
Iowa boy.
We've seen Riley Moss now in year 2. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3, but Riley Moss is now a good defender.
That's crazy.
So Cooper DeJean has a chance to be good.
Both white corners.
Riley Moss is from Iowa too?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even realize. That's cool. Yeah, but Jahan Dotson basically done nothing for the Eagles. I don't get why. What happened to him, man? We got to watch the film.
He was decent in Washington. I don't know what happened.
It's like the coaching staff didn't like him or something now, and then now he sucks.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, I did need to shout out Evan Ingram in that Jags game, though. He had like 10 catches for 100 yards. Pretty good day for him in his comeback game.
Oh, yeah. He did have a good game.
He's been hurt all year. Packers-Cardinals?
Packers-Cardinals. The Packers demolished the Cardinals, and Jordan Love had 4 touchdowns.
This is the one I should have bet against you on the head-to-head with, because you picked the Cardinals, and I was like, I think the Packers are going to win.
I thought the Cardinals. I think the Cardinals. I don't know. The Cardinals always. I feel like they seem better than they are.
They look good on paper, but their defense is really shitty.
They beat the shit out of us on defense, but I don't know. Everyone looks good when they play the Rams. I have fucking Alexander Madison coming over to my fantasy team just because they're playing us this week, and I bet you he's gonna score. And I bet even without Devontae Adams, they're gonna beat us with Brock Bowers. Just saying. But yeah, so they have no defensive players. They should trade Buda Baker if they know it's good for him. Get something for him before he just rots there. And yeah, Marvin Harrison got concussed in this game, didn't catch anything. He doesn't really like to throw to Marv yet. But he does like Michael Wilson, who got 2 catches, 21 yards, and a touchdown. I had him in
Watson
fantasy.
had a 44-yard touchdown.
Christian Watson is only good at speed, I would say. I kind of knew his... Well, I didn't know his issues, but I like Christian Watson because I had him in fantasy 2 years ago. I got him mid-season when he started getting huge bomb touchdowns from Aaron Rodgers in his last year.
Balls.
Yeah, huge balls. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Jaden Reed is my favorite of their receivers.
I like Watson. Here's a game I want to talk about that was kind of interesting.
About now, but go Packers, and Josh Jacobs got his first touchdown of the. Oh no! Wait, did he get a touchdown? I thought that must have been last week. He got his first touchdown because he only has like one.
I was about to say he didn't get a touchdown this week. That was like last week or the week before or some shit. But yeah. I have a game that I want to talk about that was kind of crazy. Bucks Saints. Tampa Bay led in the first quarter 17-0, and then New Orleans like fucking exploded, and then it was 27-24, close game, and then Tampa Bay just fucking like went off in the fourth quarter after like a kind of shit third quarter.
After halftime, when Rattler did his thing and kind of got it closer in at the half. They kind of figured him out.
55-yard touchdown.
Yeah, he threw some picks, and the Bucks kept rolling.
Baker threw 3 picks, but he had 4 touchdowns. That is like the most Jameis Winston shit I've ever seen in my life. 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
One of those interceptions was Cameron Jordan, I'm pretty sure.
That's funny. Chris Godwin had himself a game.
Chris Godwin is there. I guess, how old is he at this point? He's got to be like 28, 29. But
28.
It seems like with Baker there, I think Baker's liked Godwin more than Mike Evans. And I don't know how I feel because I have Mike Evans fantasy, but
dude,
Godwin
had a fucking crazy year the year before Brady signed there. Oh my god. I was like, holy shit, Brady just joined a team with like 2,000-yard receivers, and then obviously Brady likes Mike Evans a lot. And I like Mike Evans too, but I always was a Chris Godwin guy, and I'm happy to see him get his fucking targets again.
I want to give Spencer Rattler his good shout out on this game. I think he played great for a first game rookie. He did kind of collapse towards the end, but you know, I mean, the Bucks have been rolling all year. They've been able to do these high scoring games pretty consistently, except versus the Broncos because of Bo Nix. Yeah. What?
I said, and now they have Amari Cooper.
Bucks don't have Amari Cooper.
Oh,
the Bills did.
My bad.
It's the Bills.
No, I know the Bills have Amari Cooper. For some reason, my brain thought you said the Bills.
Oh. Well, the Saints, I imagine they're going to be playing Rattler for a while, so we'll see. Hopefully, he keeps a job. Honestly, I'd rather, if they're going to be 2-4, like they're going to keep doing all this and not being good, at least play Rattler. Fuck Derek Carr. But yeah, Sean Tucker also for the fucking Bucks. This third string running back had fucking 136 yards and a touchdown. He had some receiving as well.
huge day. Nobody had him in fantasy. Just gotta love. Oh yeah, and so Travis Etienne and Rashad White, both number one receiving backs that are now looking shitty in their team, probably on the trade market. And then they've got a young up and comer, Tank Bigsby and Bucky Irving under them, who were getting shine. And then they got to play in those games, and they didn't look as good as their third string guy. The fucking Dernis Johnson and Sean Tucker both look better than the young stars that everyone was like hyped for on those teams at running back.
Man,
So I don't know.
I always shit on you for this, but like in Madden, I never liked receiving backs. I mean, receiving backs are cool, but I don't think receiving backs are good as a number one back.
Christian McCaffrey.
But that's different. He's a receiving back who's also like an elusive back. You know what I'm talking about? Like he has skill at running. Like most receiving backs are just receiving backs.
It is definitely different, yeah. It's good to have both, though. Like how the Ravens have Justice Hill and Henry.
Yes, it's good, but they should never be your number one guy.
Etienne was good his first year, wasn't he?
I mean, yeah, but good your first year and then not ever again is not really good.
I don't know. Eckler was a good receiving back, like powerhouse, until he kind of fell off, and now
that's true. But
he's a good.
He is a bit different too because he's kind of explosive and he kind of just go off for a big run. And then also a lot of times he was on the Chargers and they also gave him like a bunch of carries. Like he'd have like 30 fucking carries a game. So I mean, you rack up yards when you get 30 carries.
You know what's funny about this is kind of a weird off topic about receiving backs, but Najee Harris, like we weren't talking about his game, but he's a good receiving back in the way that you were talking about as like a gimmicky screen or dump off. Because he can catch it and then work off the pass like that better than some players can't. I would love to see Najee Harris as like the Justice Hill to Derrick Henry and just have these two big ass dudes back there next to Lamar. I'm like, imagine them two standing on each side of Lamar. I don't know. But speaking of Lamar, Commanders Ravens are head to head last week or this week, whatever.
That was a good game. That was a really, really good game.
This game makes me sad.
This game
you
makes
know why,
me happy. Right? I wanted a head to head. I'm coming back, bitch.
But do you remember the bet I told you I had in the middle of this game?
I forgot, but I do remember you talking to me about it.
I had a 90-cent parlay.
Oh yeah,
it was like 8 legs. It was like Mark Andrews over 2.5 receptions, Zay Flowers over receiving yards. Derrick Henry. Oh shit! The fuck. Right, I had that parlay.
You had the parlay because the 8 legs.
Yeah, and it was like
octopus.
It was like Mark Andrews receptions, Derrick Henry yards, Zay Flower yards, Zach Ertz receptions, Terry McLaurin receptions, Jaden Daniels passing yards, and the only one that didn't fucking work was Isaiah Likely more than 2.5 receptions. He needed one more catch, and I would have got $130. And they just drained clock. And I don't know how Washington planned on getting the ball back when they weren't using timeouts with enough clock left. And I didn't get their strategy. So, fuck you, Isaiah Likely.
Well, the Ravens win.
What else?
I win head-to-head.
Oh yeah, and Brian Robinson was out of this game. Austin Eckler didn't do too great rushing.
Yeah, the Ravens.
Derrick Henry
bottling the run.
I saw somewhere that Derrick Henry is on pace to break 2,000 yards again, and he'll be the only NFL running back to ever do it twice if he does.
Hasn't he already done it twice?
Obviously not. If I just said he's the only one to ever do that twice.
I swear to fucking God he's done it twice. I'm about to look this up. He's definitely done it twice.
Maybe
What
really
the
close.
fuck? Oh no, he never did. What the fuck? He never replicated 2020's season? I didn't know that.
I know he didn't even like play his first year or two, really.
Yeah,
But
he started 2 games both first years. Cause I remember the first. Did I remember this fucking? I forgot his name, but I remember the running back who started over him his first 2 years, bro. Oh my god. It was I forgot his name, but I always used him in Madden because everyone always used Derrick Henry. And then when Derrick Henry took his spot and he became the backup, I always used him. And people were like, "What the fuck?" I always got like 40-yard runs with that dude.
strategy. I like it.
I know I was a little Arthur Smith out there, fucking using all my damn second fucking stringers.
Someone pointed this out to me. I think it was Ocho Cinco. So he didn't point it out to me, but it was pointed out on something I saw. But it was like receivers will pop off for like the first half of the game, and then they'll stop using them. Like I'm pretty sure that's what they did with us with the Marvin Harrison huge game versus the Rams. But with that's the wrong fucking team game. What's his name? Zay Flowers had 9 receptions for 132 yards in the first half, and then I'm pretty sure he didn't get anything else in the second half. It's just weird. Like I get you want to not kill him, but come on.
Jesus, dude. Oh my god. That's insane, bro. Derrick Henry's played 9 years and he has 10,000 rush yards total. Barry Sanders played for 10 years total, just one more year than Derrick Henry's played. And fucking Barry Sanders has 15,000 yards.
Damn. Barry's gonna be hard to beat. I mean, what's his Emmitt Smith didn't have that kind of.
Emmitt Smith was not that kind of guy. Emmitt Smith had longevity, and Emmitt Smith was great. Like he was amazing. Don't get me wrong. He wasn't Barry Sanders though, but he played longer than Barry Sanders. He played 15 years. He played 5 more years than Barry Sanders. He also played with one of the best offensive lines. Barry Sanders played with a very shit offensive line in Detroit. And fucking Emmitt Smith won MVPs, had a great offensive line, and won Super Bowls and shit. And they just fucking kind of fed him the ball a lot.
Speaking of MVPs, Texans, Patriots. I think Stroud is a good MVP candidate.
Emmitt
He
Smith
makes
also has the most rushing touchdowns as well.
That makes sense. Texans, Patriots. We saw Drake May's first start. He was actually pretty good. He had 3 touchdowns, which is more touchdowns, I'm pretty sure, than Jacoby Brissett has thrown all year. And they were pretty. He has legs. You know, he needs a better receiver to be able to make stride and everything, and they don't have a rushing attack right now. So it's going to be rough, but Drake May look good. And CJ Stroud, they took everything the Patriots gave him pretty much. I don't know how many field goals they even kicked.
I don't
Fucking
know,
3. They kicked 3 field goals in a 41 game point.
Yeah,
41
Drake
game.
May though. I did like Drake May. I will say, I don't put him above Bo Nix, but Drake May looks good, and he looks like a good runner. Drake
May is probably better than Bo Nix, but Bo Nix is on an even worse offense, I would say. You know what I mean? There's not a hunt for Henry. Yeah. So, Patriots, Texans. Texans are going to be a problem. They got Joe Mixon back, too.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Let's just hope they don't trade for something else. Keep going.
The Texans... Oh, and Dameon Pierce had a good game, too.
I don't know what happened to him, like how he got buried in their depth chart.
I don't know.
He was doing kickoffs at one point.
Because this is like the first game I've actually seen him play and have snaps, and he had a good game, so maybe he gets more snaps.
They got Cam Akers, Dameon Pierce, and Joe Mixon.
What a weird room.
I think Damian Pierce. I mean, obviously Cam Akers hasn't been bad, but I think Damian Pierce could get more
but-
snaps. I mean, they drafted him not that long ago, and then he had a good year. He had like a good first year, and then like what? He only had one bad season, and then they gave up on him.
What was that Ohio State tight end that tore his ACL? I heard.
Did Cade
They
still
drafted
tear his
him.
ACL?
I thought I heard he tore his ACL somewhere or something, and then I seen him on playing the game. Yeah, he was out there. I swear I saw somewhere that he hurt his leg.
Yeah,
Hey!
I never heard that.
Leave me alone, cat. Cat is. What was I? Cade Stover. I'm looking up his injury because I swear he got hurt.
Maybe in college or something, or maybe it was minor. I don't know. Because I don't remember hearing about a Cade Stover injury. He played this season already.
I look up Cade Stover injury and it says back spasms, but that was old. Maybe I'm.
Yeah, he's played this season already.
Who got? Okay, I don't know. Never mind. But let's move on. Speaking of Bo Nix earlier, let's go talk about this fucking Chargers game where
played
Jim
against
Harbaugh
Chicago.
decided.
Yeah, he played against Chicago.
I don't know then. I don't know what I'm talking about. I swear I saw it. I thought he got hurt. But Chargers Patriots. Harbaugh left the fucking game because he decided he was having his
Spasms.
tummy hurt.
Fucking
Was that it?
yeah, he had his irregular heartbeat. It's like he has a fucking what's it called? It's a common. He's had that issue for a while, so it's not like nothing crazy or nothing like that.
What 10 years of not winning a national championship will do?
I mean, but he won one.
So why it's okay? So he needs a Super Bowl now.
Yeah. And
But we got to get Bo some help out there besides Cortland Sutton.
that score does not indicate this game. The game was not that close.
It was down to the wire. I don't know what you're talking about. Bo is nice.
No, it was totally like 23-7 until the very end.
It's not Bo's fault, man. First pass, actually, it was. It was an overthrow, and he was a pick in the first. His first pass was the interception. But look at this game, man. The rushing, 6 attempts for 61 yards. Bo Nix is the leader again. Get him a running back, man.
Yes, Bo Nix had a good
Something.
game. I agree.
Bo Nix is.
I don't understand the fucking Broncos' obsessions with Javonte Williams.
How did they draft him? Was it a second rounder or something? First rounder?
Dude, they've had him forever. I swear. They've had him for 3 years. He was a second round pick from UNC, but still, they've had him for 3 years. I didn't know they'd fucking still have him.
I think they're slowly giving up on him. They got Jaleel McLaughlin.
I don't even trust him. He doesn't even seem that good.
He's small and he's a bursty kind of guy, but I don't trust. There's a lot of depth running backs that look good when they have fresh legs, but I don't trust him to be a number one. Like Jalen Warren, I just don't trust him to be a number one option.
I feel that.
Like the Tony Pollard. We saw Tony Pollard wasn't good enough as a number one guy. He needs to be a secondary kind of guy, or like a dual back.
This year.
He is. There's also like 3 good receivers to take some pressure off. And he has Tajay Spears back there sometimes to swap out.
He's been
Which I hate.
He's been having a kind of unimpressive season to me.
That's not. I don't think it's his fault.
I don't think it's much his fault either, but Tony Pollard's definitely been the impressive to me this season.
I think Tajay was last year what I thought Bijan was going to be last year. You know what I mean?
You know what? Speaking of Tony Pollard, we can talk Colts Titans.
It's a Mac game. Fucking Will Levis found 2 ways to be goofy this week again.
Will Levis, it sucks.
Yeah,
Always
I'm off
bet the
the
under
train.
on his yards if you see.
I bet on Calvin Ridley yards, and he had 0 catches.
Man.
So
That's fucked
I feel
up.
bad for apparently whoever might have bet on Alec Pierce too, because Alec Pierce went crazy last week and he had nothing this week.
Yeah, that
So I
happens.
might
Joe Flacco.
betting is bullshit.
Joe Flacco is good.
Joe Flacco. Yeah, I mean he can air it out. I'm worried about him. He threw a pick that was pretty not great in this game, and
Josh
I'm just
Downs had a
worried
good
that when
game
it
as
comes down
well.
to, can't just fucking interrupt me, fucking
Sorry,
hairy bastard.
I'm not Harry.
You're hairy. You're like a little fucking something.
I don't have
What,
much body
what are
hair.
the Star Wars? You know the Star Wars guy? You don't watch Star Wars, do you?
What are you talking about, Chewbacca?
No, the small one, the
Ewoks?
Ewok. Yeah, or like an Ewok with a mullet. There's not a mullet,
A
but long
mullet.
hair. You know, like people with long hair here, it just kind of looks like a mullet for them naturally. So that's why I was
That's
confused just
fair.
how long.
I wear my hair behind my ears, so it kind of does look like a mullet a little bit, but that's not why I wear it behind my ears. I wear it behind my ears so I can see.
Will Levis will have a mullet by the end of this year, guaranteed. I don't know. I saw DeAndre Hopkins might be on the trade block now. Like I told somebody that today, and they were like, "No way, he's too old." I was like, "What do you mean? He's not gonna stick there. He doesn't. He's getting paid nothing."
Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna. I don't know if anyone's gonna trade for him either.
The Ravens should rectify what they should have done last year, and they should just trade for DeAndre Hopkins. They should have signed him last year in free agency, and they didn't get Devontae. But he's way cheaper than Devontae.
Devontae Adams is a Jet.
Yes. What do you want to talk about the Jets now?
No, I want to talk about the Raiders actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that game.
Ass.
Most of the late window games were pretty lame. Like it was Chargers, Lions, Raiders, or Chargers, Broncos, Lions, Cowboys, Steelers, Raiders. They were all pretty lame games.
Justin Fields had 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, he can't pass. He can't get more than 1 passing touchdown in a game. He didn't actually have 1. He had 2 rushing. That's funny.
Yeah, he's just a game manager so far, but he's been doing good, man. He's been getting them some wins, but you know, like I heard Rush is gonna start next week potentially. This makes me kind of sad. I kind of want to see. I kind of just think Justin Fields should start the rest of the season.
Justin Fields. I think Russell Wilson will fit better into the system that they have forced Justin Fields to be a part of. The whole quick game shit, game manager thing, that's more of Russ's style now. Fucking Justin Fields was like breaking out kind of last year with DJ Moore, man. He was, they were slinging it there. And I liked, he wasn't perfect there, but when he had like a great weapon like that, he looked good. And they're limiting George Pickens right now.
Call me crazy. I don't know. I think Justin Fields might be better with the ball. Like,
you want to make him a running back?
No, I mean, like, I think he might be better as in, like, with the ball, as in, like, I think he might be fucking less prone to throwing picks.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Russ might throw more picks instead of getting sacked, or I don't know. Justin Fields' mobility is going to be good for over Russ's, because Russ is coming off a leg injury, so I don't think he'll be running very much. I don't know, though. Like, Fields has physical attributes, but he does not play at quarterback as well as Russell Wilson does, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's got the arm, and he's got the legs to stay in games, and he's learning to be a game manager. But I think that Russell Wilson will be quicker and more efficient at what they want him to do. That's probably why they're trying to rush him into the starting job instead of Fields. Because now their games are getting a little tighter when they don't want that to be the case.
Well, not in this game, because the Raiders suck.
Yeah, they do, but I'm telling you, bro, they're gonna fuck us up next week.
and also Alexander Madison has been making big plays, and he had one call come back because of a illegal formation or holding or something. But yeah, I bet you Brock Bowers and Alexander Madison, they're gonna go crazy on us. Watch. And then
Broke the cook, Bowers.
actually, that would be cool. Maybe they just give up. I don't know, but yeah, this was one of the boring games, and then Broncos Chargers was boring until the end. Get Bo some help. Lions Cowboys.
Yeah, why not?
You are
Let's talk about this. This sucked. The Lions like fucking just trolled us because they were fucking pissed off about last year. I'll give them that. They kind of the first play. That dude, I think, who was an eligible receiver, who the ref fucked him over, which lost them the game. They fucking, that he actually went as an eligible receiver. I think a fucking lineman like caught a pass or something. I think a couple of linemen actually went out for like on routes and shit. And just a bunch of crazy shit happened this game. Like,
yeah, they were styling
dude,
y'all.
they did like a hook and ladder with Penei Sewell.
And it got called back. They had like 4 of them that got called back for dumbass bullshit, like illegal shifts and stuff like that. Ben Johnson, I finally saw his face for the first time in the game, and he was like, "Bruh, we do this in practice. Come on, we want to get the linemen to fuck."
Damn, man.
You're just your team.
We sucked. Dak Prescott threw 2 interceptions, and Cooper Rush
Couldn't
threw
score at all. I don't know how they could score at all.
Rico Dowdle. Oh my gosh, he sucks, and so does Zeke.
They're throwing him. What are you talking about?
CeeDee Lamb.
Rush got put in. Of course he did. That's what I was telling you though. Dowdle did have good catches. Like he's got hands. He made some pretty difficult catches.
Yeah, 5 for 30. He had good catches. Whoa. Jared Goff had a.
If you want him as a secondary back, I don't blame you. But
Jameson
not with
Williams,
Zeke as the other
I
guy.
should have started him in some of my fantasy leagues, but I didn't.
Hendon Hooker.
Hendon Hooker played. Yes, he did.
He played a little bit. Yeah, this game was just rough.
David Montgomery had 2 touchdowns. Like
instead of that, they gave
David
Sam Laporta
Montgomery
50.
and Jahmyr Gibbs are both good. They split the touches like evenly among them. I still think David Montgomery was like a little bit better, but.
Do you hear me while you're reading the box score?
Sometimes.
Fucking. I'll be saying some shit, and you're just like, "This." I told you this is gonna happen. I just want you to remember. I said that you was gonna do that.
Oh, but I'd do that shit to anybody.
Shit. David Montgomery, though, yes, he does. He's good. He just got paid. So I'm glad he popped off. Jahmyr Gibbs, though, it does put into question, like, is Jahmyr Gibbs good enough to be a future franchise back, or is he gonna always be David's buddy? So, what do you think?
I have no clue. I think he'll eventually be able to, because he's a big play guy, and I mean he always fucking has good games. I mean, it's just David Montgomery's a little better.
That's how I feel about Tyler Algier. Let's talk about that game so we can stop embarrassing your poor Cowboys, who should just go into rebuild mode. Falcons Panthers. Panthers just can't see, like they can. Honestly, I'd say they're better than us right now.
Bijan had a better game this game though.
Bijan had a good game, yeah, because it's the Panthers. I don't know what else to say. You can't judge.
They both had a good game though.
You can't judge teams based off of or anything based off of the Panthers, Rams, or Jags. I'll make an exception for a team that have good defense.
The Browns don't deserve an exception.
Bro, Myles Garrett and like Denzel Ward, Greg Newsome.
They're 1-5 still.
Yeah, they would be fucking. They would somehow have
Bro, we
an extra
beat the
loss on their
shit
record.
out. That's how bad the Browns are. We beat the shit out of them. Their defense is prone to giving up 44
But I
points.
feel like
They've shown
the
it.
Cowboys would still be good if they didn't find out they were shit. When y'all got your ass fucking beat by the Saints, I think that ruined a lot of the vibe for the.
It's funny because after that, the Saints fucking got exposed.
Cowboy, we the boys. Y'all have won some more games. I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with the players, honestly, because the coaching and the ownership and all that.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Games are the coaches there, or like they are the team, and then they're just like, man, Nick don't really do much. McCarthy don't.
McCarthy.
You know what I'm saying? Raheem Morris don't really do much. I don't think.
I mean, I don't know.
With Kirk Cousins there to throw the ball.
He's been alright so far, I guess. Bengals Giants was a boring ass fucking game, except for the Joe Burrow 40-yard touchdown run.
That was.
And Chase Brown had a good game, of course.
Happened in the first half was the Joe touchdown.
It honestly seemed like the Bengals were doing their best to fucking lose this game until the very end.
I don't think the Bengals are locked in, man. They're.
No, I don't have any more faith in the Bengals.
Caleb blew up.
Tyrone Tracy is a good player, though.
He is. That's good for him, I guess. You know what I mean?
I'm glad
Giants.
I picked up Tyrone Tracy, thank Bigsby in like every single league that I could in mine. And then one of my leagues, Drake London was just there, and I was like, that's fucking awesome.
He was just there. He was in like the draft.
No, I'm talking about free agency. I'm talking about this week's waiver wire. I was on this week's waiver wire. Every single one except for one league had Tank Bigsby.
What league had Drake London in it?
I forgot whose league it was, but I was like, do these people not play? Because I fucking just picked up Drake London immediately. I was like, these people don't watch football. Clearly, I have Drake London. Thank you. And then
Was it our league?
Tank Bigsby was available for the most part, so I was able to get Bigsby, and I was able to get Tracy for the most part as well.
You didn't get him in our league, right? No way I missed out on Drake London.
No, I don't think it was our league.
Fucked up. But only game left right now is
Bills and Jets.
the first half. The Jets were wheeling and dealing, man.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers threw a Hail Mary. He's good for that.
He is. I'm pretty sure that's the last touchdown.
Breece Hall had himself a fucking game.
He did. I bet his under, and because he's been shitty the last few weeks, and but I don't know. They have
Lazard
just
and
Aaron
Wilson
Rodgers
both
doing
had
whatever.
crazy games. And Garrett Wilson, one of his touchdowns was a fucking crazy toe tap. Did you see that?
Yeah, he was like jumped midair and bent his legs and stuff, tapped it. That was good.
Oh yeah, and here's a little fun fact.
The offense looked way different in this game.
Yeah, they have a new coach, and Nathaniel Hackett's not calling plays anymore. Also, so
can you repeat that? Because you cut out for me, and you just went he, and then also.
Nathaniel Hackett is no longer calling the offensive plays, and they also have a fucking different head coach now.
Yeah, we talked about the head coach last week, but we weren't aware of who was calling.
Well, clearly it was Hackett with how shit it's been.
But yeah, the offense looked way better.
Yep, they did, but they were not enough to beat the Bills, and the Jets were not enough because Aaron Rodgers had to do it again and throw another game-losing interception.
Well, the Bills without this game, but it didn't matter because they had what's his name? They had Ray Davis, who
Yeah, Ray
I
Davis
think
was
is a
going
rookie.
crazy.
Is he a rookie? He led them in receiving and rushing, is what I saw. Is he a rookie?
I don't know if he's a. I don't think he's a rookie. Is he a rookie? Oh, he is a rookie.
He's 24-year-old rookie.
Where did he play that I know him from? Kentucky? Yeah, Kentucky.
Hell. Okay, well.
And that's interesting. And that was all the games. Woo!
Yep.
What's the head-to-head for
and then
next week?
we said it Vikings, Jet, not Vikings, Jets, Vikings,
Lions.
Lions.
I got Lions.
I got Vikings.
I can see either or.
Tyler Hawkinson should be coming back.
Tyler Hawkinson. That's crazy. I remember when he got injured.
Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta go to the door. Did you just stop talking while I left?
Yeah. I'm just gonna cut it out.
Oh, I thought you could fucking talk to the voices or something. I don't know. But let's see, what do we got next up? Shit. Cam Newton joining First Take as a appearance guy. What do you think?
I didn't even know that happened.
You know, it's Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith on First Take now, right?
Yeah, I know. It's cool. I like it. I kind of miss him and Stephen, or not Stephen, Skip Bayless. Kind of miss Stephen A. and Skip Bayless.
I didn't think anybody missed Skip.
I also miss Skip
kind of
Bayless
annoying.
and Shannon.
That they might have Skip on there one day, but I don't think they want to
I
work with
doubt
him,
it.
or they both wouldn't have left. But yeah, Cam Newton does have a good job now, so it's like he already had a podcast that's pretty popular and stuff like that, but he's branching off more into media, and he's kind of accepted that his career is totally over and he's not going to come back. Just kind of sucks. Sad. You know what I mean? Sadder career decline.
Yeah. Understandable. He had like 1 or 2 good years.
I did get to see the I'm back.
You
And
did.
then- Hell yeah!
John
So good for you,
Gruden is
Cam.
on coke, apparently, according to you.
Yeah. So John Gruden, he's been going a little viral. I don't know if I've sent you these videos, but he's like, oh my god. I'm looking at his eyes right now. They're fucking zoomed out. I might put it in the Instagram when I upload this, but he's like sitting in a dark room reviewing the week of football, and he was talking about that last Lions game, the Seahawks one, I think. Is that where they went? Is that when Goff threw perfectly?
I
can't
think
remember.
I don't remember, but I know it was 18. Yeah, it was 18 for 18, and yeah, that was that game. Yeah, the Lions scored back-to-back. It was their first time scoring like back-to-back 40-point games since 1967 or some shit.
Well, yeah, he was reacting to that game, and he was like, he said one thing. He was like, "You know what makes me feel nicey?" Which is a weird thing to say, nicey. Yeah, he was like, "You know what makes me feel nicey?" And he kept saying that. That's how I found this clip. I just looked up John Gruden feeling nicey, and it popped up what I needed. And he's like looking all scary and like twitching, and his eyes are all fucking wide and shit. And he's like acting all cracked out.
I don't know, John Gruden's always act all whacked out, though. He always act all...
I couldn't even do that in pre-game warm-ups. And then he'll play this fucking like backtrack song, edited it. It's so weird. So he's just like, Jared Goff.
So
I mean, I don't know. That's just John Gruden for you.
yeah, he's just weird, man, and his eyes are all freaking weird, and he looks cracked out. So that's why I wrote John Gruden on coke.
Oh, nice. College ball.
That's him.
Let me see. Not really much happened that I want to talk about except
Yeah.
for
What do you
Oregon,
want to?
Ohio
Did you want to say anything about
State.
this week? Oregon, Ohio State. That's the only one you want to talk about.
I mean LSU and Ole Miss. LSU and Ole Miss ended in overtime. That was a good game. Fucking
Okay, can
LSU
you
threw a
explain to
touchdown.
me? Explain to me how Oregon won by 1 point and a missed extra point or something. Because I
Oregon.
bet on Ohio State.
I didn't watch the first half. I watched the second half, but it's a weird box score. It says Ohio State scored 7 in the first quarter. Oregon scored 6. So I don't know if they did that with their kicker or if that was a touchdown and they missed I don't know. But the second quarter it says Ohio State 14 and Oregon 16. So
I had a parlay on this week of college ball, even though I don't know much. I just picked who I thought would win most of these games based off of names. The only ones I got wrong, was USC over Penn State. Penn State won by a field goal in overtime, and I lost Ohio State to Oregon. I bet Ohio State, and then I bet
I should have told you to bet Oregon.
Colorado would beat Kansas State because
why the fuck would you think Colorado would win?
you act like this, but all of these are 3-point games or more or less.
I mean, yeah, but it's fucking
Like,
Colorado.
literally field goals.
It's Colorado playing against an actual team.
I don't know who the.
I mean, like Kansas State ain't like a fucking powerhouse, but I mean they're.
I don't know if BYU's good anymore or what.
Colorado is not good.
Okay, I guess Kansas State is ranked. I don't know. I didn't see a ranking. But damn.
Just for future reference, Colorado is not good. They have Travis Hunter.
I don't know who else. Let's see. I think I bet on another one that did work out. It was an underdog. I bet on Pitt over Cal.
That was a good one.
I don't know.
Cal sucks. And Pitt.
I bet on Clemson. I bet on Alabama over South Carolina, and that was also a 3-point game.
That was
we play Alabama next.
That was fucking weird. Alabama got upset by Vanderbilt and almost got upset by South Carolina. Something's wrong with Alabama right now.
We play Alabama next week, and we're not consistent at all. We barely beat the Gators.
They're gonna get their shit together and they're gonna beat the fucking shit out of y'all.
Thanks, because we barely got.
I really hope that doesn't happen though, but because I really like Tennessee, but I feel like it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we're not that great. I mean, we have explosive offense, but I don't know who
building pieces and young players, man. It's a process.
Yeah. I want to know who our coach is, and if it's this fat guy that I have in my brain on the sideline. Let me look it up right now while you look at another game and talk while I look it up.
Shit, I do want to say something about this game though.
Talk about Boise or something. Oh.
It's being investigated for how it ended. Cause Oregon did a strategy. Oregon got a call on purpose. It is
that guy.
Yeah, Ohio State threw the ball and they got in field goal range, and then they got an offensive pass interference which bumped them out of field goal range, so they weren't going to win anymore, but they still had 12 seconds on the clock. The clock was still running. Ohio State had a touchdown, but for some reason Ryan Day wasn't calling this fucking timeout. So what the fucking Oregon did was they purposefully made it look like they had a fuck up, like a miscommunication on defense. So they purposefully had 12 men on the field to get the flag. So the fucking so the second still ticked off, and it only gave them like however many yards, which still wasn't enough to get the field goal. So then they only had 5 seconds left in the game, which was only left for one throw. And then fucking Will Howard just ran the ball and then got fucking and then slid when the clock hit 0. It was
Okay,
kind of
so
like
yeah,
ended like Cowboys Niners, honestly.
don't you love when players are stupid and have no awareness? Just like I was telling you about how Evan Ingram and Saquon Barkley both had an easy catch that they could have just reached out to get the first down, and instead of doing that, they tucked it to secure it and didn't get the first down, and they just fucking got short again for no reason. It was dumb. Saquon had a 2nd and 1, and he tucked the ball to his left and just ran out of bounds.
I guess
Check where he was running. You know what I mean?
He thought he could push. He thought he could push. That's all the college ball I want to talk about today. Michigan had a bye week, so we didn't play. We play Illinois next week, who's ranked 22, I think. 22 versus 23, or they're like, I don't know, they might be 17 or some shit now. Oh, that's scary.
The Wolves. But yeah, I was right. This Tennessee Vols head coach, Josh Heupel, is this fat guy I was afraid it would be. So yeah, we got a fat guy at our coach, and it's not like a Brian Dable, bearded, cute fat guy. This guy's just like a fat, eats Subway, but he's not skinnier every day, kind of. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I mean,
but it doesn't
what's the
matter.
problem with that? I'd rather be him than Jared.
Name one good fat NFL coach.
I said, did you hear what I said? I said I'd rather be him than Jared.
I did, but I heard it after I said what I said.
I know.
And yeah, if that makes sense. But yeah. Glad you got my eats Subway every day thing. Yeah, I don't know about us versus Bama next week though. We'll see. If we get the Bama win, I really hope we don't.
Hey, that would boost the ranking.
I post bullshit again or the goal post. Let's see if some good matchups next week. I'll tell you if I know any good ones. Has Louisville done anything since they had Lamar? Because that's how I know.
Has Louisville done anything since they had Lamar?
Hello?
No, I don't think so. Not really. I mean, they were ranked last year, and they went to ACC championship, but they lost.
So yeah, y'all, us, both of our teams' games will be good. Seemingly. I don't know. Georgia, Texas. That should be good. What LSU? What's Arkansas? Is that team's no good?
Arkansas is not too good, but I mean they beat y'all.
Okay.
So I mean, clearly they can beat teams.
You cut out from.
I said clearly they can beat teams. They can beat y'all.
The recording got it. Yeah, I don't see any other big ones. 2 weeks from now, you guys play Michigan State, who I know.
Michigan State kind of
What's funny?
Sucked ass the last few years, but they kind of all right. I think this game's gonna be closer than it has been. I might be sad at the end of it, but I still think we should win. We should win by more than 2 scores against Michigan State.
I hope you're right, and you don't come back crying about some the Trojan. But we're done with college ball for now. Just a little bit to talk about. Ashton Genty or whatever is still doing his thing.
Yes.
Did you have a NBA power rankings for us real quick before the season starts?
Yeah, I did.
Cool. So we got NBA's coming up soon. We'll talk about that as the season goes on, obviously, and Caleb will have things to say more than I will, but I'll be paying attention.
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't go too in depth with my choices here for my rankings, but I'd say it's pretty good.
All right.
So at number,
I'm gonna write them down. Hold on. How you doing it? Shittiest.
Yeah, I'm doing it from worst to best.
Shittiest to best.
Yep. All right. So at number 30, I'm gonna just say it. I have the Detroit Pistons there. No reason to not have them there. Then 29, I have the Wizards. Still no reason to not put them there. Obviously. 28.
I don't know, bro. Jordan Poole breakout year.
Maybe, I don't know.
Just kidding.
28. I think I'm gonna give 28 to the fucking Bulls, dude. Like
Josh
fuck.
Giddey. Josh Giddey's it's his team now.
I'm gonna give 27 to the Hornets.
Man,
Yup.
it's a shame they suck so much
It
consistently.
is. I'm giving 26 to the Trailblazers. And this might be
Now,
controversial, but I'm gonna have number 25 be the Nets. Nets over the Trailblazers might be a little controversial, but I don't know. I think Cam Thomas is a fucking star in the making. So, hey man. Then at number 24, I'm gonna have the Utah Jazz.
That's my least favorite team, just because I never know
That's your least favorite team. You don't like the
anyone on the
Jazzers?
roster. Never.
Number 23.
No, I just kidding.
Number 23, I have the Rockets. Wait, no. Scratch that, actually.
Repeat 23 because you cut out for me.
Good, because I fucked up on 23. I need to switch 23 with another one. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I had him low. Had them low. The original 23, I'm not even gonna say it, but I'm just gonna fucking go ahead and say Raptors at this moment.
Raptors. Oh,
Then 22, the Hawks.
I like him. He's funny.
I mean, it is pretty fun.
Would you have at 22?
The Hawks.
Okay, sorry. I don't know what my connection is being weird right now. Not sure why.
And then I got the Spurs at 21. A little bit of a bigger leap.
The Spurs.
Number 19. I got.
Wait, you said 20? 20 was Spurs?
Wait, no, I didn't. My bad. I don't think I did. 20 is the
Because I'm writing it in the Discord.
I didn't say Raptors. 20 is the fucking Rockets.
Damn, bro, it's really cutting it out. Damn. Say that again.
20 is the Rockets.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see.
Damn, man, damn, your internet is fucking.
19 is the Clippers.
How about you write it while you're going in the chat. Damn.
Alright, fuck it. Why not? Because it's definitely recording on my side.
Ground control to Caleb. Oh my god, we're
So they
not
can
having...
hear me, and that's all that matters. So, alright, at 19, we're going to have the Clippers. At 18, we're going to have the Warriors. At 17, we're going to have the Pelicans.
Pelly.
Oh yes. At 16, we're going to have the Heat. The Heat. At 15, we're going to have the Pacers. This might be very controversial, but they will not make it back to the conference finals. Number 14 is going to be the Kings. The Kings might actually be better than I'm saying. And
I think you've been higher on the Kings for a while, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I like the Kings. Number 13, I got the Lakers just above the Kings. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt for the last time because I fucking love LeBron, but I wouldn't be surprised if they're shit again. I'm not going to lie. Maybe I shouldn't have put them this high, but...
Who's that guy they just got that was undrafted that people liked in preseason?
I forgot his name, but I know. What the fuck's his name? That's the dude for Dalton Knecht.
No. It was a black guy that was undrafted.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about now, but I don't know his name. That
Ah.
sucks. At number 12, I have the Cavs. They pretty much just have the same team as last year, it seems. You know what I mean? Number 11, I have the Suns. They're going to do good because they have their big stars make the playoffs, but they're not going to do shit for real. Number 10.
Did the Cavs not sign somebody? I think the Cavs signed somebody. I know they re-signed Donovan Mitchell, but didn't they grab somebody else? Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, the Cavs do have Donovan Mitchell, but they've had Donovan Mitchell.
I thought they got somebody else, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I don't think so. Number 10, I have the 76ers. I'm not too high on them in their acquisition on Paul George, but
He's probably hurt already. He fucking
Yeah, he
extended
is.
his team.
they'll still be a good team though, regardless with or without Paul George. Number 9, I have the Grizzlies. They're gonna have a bounce back year. Jaw's gonna be healthy. Everything's gonna be good. They're a good team when everything's going well, and they're gonna get back this year. Number 8, I have the Timberwolves. You know, they lost Cat. They got DiVincenzo, but they did lose Cat. They do have some space now in Cat, but a little bit of space.
They got KD,
signed
but
some
we got
players
J.
back. So Nas Reed and some money maybe or some shit. Number 7. At number 7, I'm gonna have the Bucks. You know what I mean? The Milwaukee Bucks.
I'm waiting for the Knicks. I just want to see how high you got Knicks.
I got the Knicks pretty fucking high, man. Pretty fucking high. Man.
Bucks. I know y'all won the thing, but how close are the Bucks to y'all is what I'm wondering.
They're pretty decently. I don't know. Number 6, I have the Magic.
Wow, over the Bucks for real,
Yeah.
and the Timberwolves. Damn,
Yeah, the Timberwolves. I think they're gonna regress a little bit. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know though. All right. Here's my top 5. All right, here we go. At number 5, I've got the Mavericks.
Klay Thompson edition is looking shitty.
Yeah. Number 4. You know, at number 4. Number 4, I got the Knicks, man.
Hell yeah, I like the Knicks. They look good this year.
I like them too. I think they're championship contenders. I wouldn't be surprised if they made the finals or even won the championship. Number 3, I've got the Oklahoma City Thunder. Maybe I'm a little biased. I don't give a fuck. Number 2, I got the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, I thought you were about to be one.
No, I have the champions at number 1 just because they're the champions, but I don't think they're going to win the championships again. I don't think they're going to win it again. They're fucking Celtics, dude. They're not going to do it. They had to have the fucking easiest path to win one, finally, and have everything go their fucking way.
Hell yeah. Appreciate the power rankings, man. Appreciate that number 6 for the Magic. That's generous.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
we're gonna win the finals this year.
We'll see what changes coming in about mid-season or so or whatever. I feel like a couple of these teams are going to be way better than people think. People think Zach Edey is going to be really good, so I think that's hilarious to hear.
I don't know if he's gonna be really good, but I think he fits with the Grizzlies better than any other team. I think he went to the right team.
I didn't hear it from just you though, so it's like I'm interested to see if that pans out because he was a big, funny draft pick, especially where he was at. people were like,
Like
"Oh, he's gonna be a
honestly,
second."
like I didn't like. I was gonna laugh if he went first round, but then he went to the Grizzlies, and I was like, you know what? Of all the fucking teams, I was like, this is the team that could probably fucking use him, right?
Hell yeah. So, but that's all we got for NBA right now because it's still preseason stuff's happening. But season's coming up soon, so when it starts, we'll have some opinions. Hockey started. I'm trying so hard to get into hockey genuinely, but it's rough.
Yeah. Red Wings lost their first game.
Yeah, same with the Blackhawks. They lost to the brand new Utah Hockey Club in their first game ever, and we lost. So that's fucking embarrassing. Yeah. So, but with sports, I'm a bit more into MLB. That's the playoffs. I love playoffs. Playoffs is how you get into the sport. Genuinely, I think you see the good teams, matters, stakes, all that stuff. Yankees are in the championship, conference championship game, and we're up 1-0 right now as far as if this graphic is up to date
Yes, it
on the
is.
MLB website.
The game was yesterday. Y'all play today again in 2 hours.
The world, or actually, you know what? They don't. I need a Yankees Dodgers final. That's what I need.
Yankees, Dodgers? Why the fuck wouldn't why wouldn't you want Yankees, Mets?
I don't know.
You know that's New York, New York?
Otani versus Judge, man.
Bro, that would be crazy. Both teams wouldn't have any jet lag. They'd be fucking. That'd be like home for. I mean, obviously not home,
Because I don't want to lose to the Mets. Why would I want to lose?
If you're in Yankee Stadium, you're gonna fucking hit home runs.
Are we gonna play at Yankee Stadium? Is that how that works in MLB? That's not dumb.
Yes, if you fucking go to the MLB playoffs, it goes like I think it's 2-2, fucking 1-1. That's how it goes. First two home games go to the higher seed, then 3 and 4 is the lower seed's home games. Then fucking game 5 is home for.
I guess I'm just so used to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm just used to the Super Bowl being somewhere stupid. That's not have to do with any of the teams, but I don't know. That's on me. But yeah, I want.
They're gonna play at both of their stadiums.
If the Yankees win the Yankees win the chip, bro, I'm getting that tattoo. Just saying.
Hey, go ahead. It's been like 20 fucking years since the Yankees won one. But yeah, the Yankees have actually played the Mets in the World Series before, and they beat the shit out of them. I think they swept them, so that was kind of boring. So if they play again, I want to see a closer series. But to cap up the divisional series, the Guardians barely beat the Tigers in a very close series. It was 3-2. Tigers were up 1-0 until a crazy fucking inning where they had 5 runs. One of them was a grand slam too. Oh my god. Yeah, so the fucking Guardians are in it against the Yankees. The Yankees are up 1-0 against them in the ALCS right now. And obviously Yankees beat the Royals 3-1. The Dodgers beat the Padres 3-2. That was a decently close series. And then Mets beat the Phillies. That was a good series. It was 3-1. I think I talked about that last week. I think that already happened. But the Dodgers beat the Mets 9-0 the first game. In game 2 yesterday, the Mets won 7-3. Yesterday, Yankees went up 1-0, 5-2. Mets-Dodgers series tied 1-1. Tonight is Guardians-Yankees game 2. Tomorrow is game 3 of Dodgers-Mets. My personal pick for the World Series, I got Yankees-Mets. New York, New York. Go New York.
Yeah, go New York, Yankees, woo, yeah, Yankees, yeah. I don't know. It would be cool because my grandpa was a Yankees fan, so that's about it. I would be rooting for him pretty much. But it's a cool tattoo, honestly. I think the Yankees logo is way cooler than the Mets logo.
I mean, they're both kind of ass. I don't know. Y'all aren't really ass. Y'all's kind of iconic, but the Mets is kind of ass.
Yeah, I don't
I like
like all
ours.
the intersecting letters. It's a bunch of that in the MLB. Whatever the KC, LA, SD, all those teams. They got a bunch of different just intersecting letters. It's
I
kind
like
of lame.
our logo a lot.
Yankees or not Yankees, MLB teams are definitely like less cool. I just think football has the best like team uniforms out of sports.
Really, I
Maybe
think it's hockey.
hockey has good jerseys, but the whole uniform isn't as cool. Like the face mask and the gloves and how fat the goalie
That's
looks is
fair.
not as cool as
Um,
the
you know what I
like of
do?
jersey in football.
It really depends on the football uniform though, 'cause some can look ugly. But I like basketball uniforms. But I don't know. I don't really like basketball uniforms. It really depends on the player's accessories, like your arm sleeve and your headband.
Right.
Like I don't
I
give
mean,
a
yeah.
fuck about a plain fucking uniform basketball, but some in football can be nice. Yeah, football does have some of the best uniforms. I like baseball uniforms a lot.
I was looking. I was at a sports store the other day, and we were looking around for hats and stuff, and I saw a lot of those older NBA team logo hats before they got all retroed up or whatever. Like the Raptors and the Pistons, and like the Pistons one is really good. I don't know why they changed that shit, but also like I don't get why if they were gonna do the whole new revolutionary fucking streamlined designs. Why you couldn't just make those match? Like you could make a fucking horse with fire in like a easy, simpler design instead of just what they have. So yeah, I agree. But like a lot of merchandise isn't what it used to be. You know, they lose the plot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go Yankees.
Now it's your turn to talk about MMA. 'Cause I know
Okay.
shit about it, and then I guess we can
So
talk boxing too. Better be even evil.
with UFC, I told you about how the UFC signed this guy Kai Asakura from Ryzen couple weeks ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, he, they have scheduled his first bout. He was a 135 champion in Ryzen, but now they're giving him an immediate title shot at 125 versus Alexander Pantoja. He's never fought at 125, as far as I know. I don't think he's ever. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's never fought there. But I like the idea because he's a huge star in Japan, followers wise, like on social media. So I would like a superstar, fun new champion. Pantoja's no fun, honestly. Like he's good, and he's beating everybody, but also Figueiredo kind of beat the shit out of him, and Pantoja was nowhere to be seen while Figgy was champion. So I look at Pantoja like he was scared of Figueiredo. And so I'd like to see Asakura come and make his own fucking path and like his own legacy and stuff. But he's probably gonna lose to Pantoja just grappling wise because he does get taken down and controlled, and he's also used to being able to knee his opponents on the ground and soccer kick and do all this stomping shit because in Japan that was allowed. So yeah, weird immediate title shot. It's never really happened. Even Anderson Silva and Brock Lesnar had to get a W before they could get a title shot. So I don't know. Kayla Harrison just got signed, and she doesn't even get an immediate title shot. So it's just like, how desperate is the UFC for these followers?
That's
But he could knock out Pantoja. He's got some striking, and I just saw him training with Merab Dvalishvili. So we'll see. I'm rooting for Kai.
Yeah.
I got Pantoja also, but I'm rooting for Kai. I like new blood and stuff, but yeah, that's interesting.
Better be evil. That was a good fight. It was a really good fight all around. It was close. Better Beeve won, but Beevall, I'd say, kind of looked a little better at some parts. but Better Beef was kind of fucking him up with body shots and did more damage.
From the highlights that I saw, because I didn't catch this either, I was watching UFC, but Better Beef didn't really do as much. Maybe his shots were hurting more because he was definitely backing up Bivol for the most part of the fight. Bivol definitely had some swelling on his face, but from the activity I saw, Bivol was landing more, throwing more. It looked better, and just like even in their face, Bivol was a little bit swollen, but his activity and his body language was good. Better Beef was kind of fucking, I don't know, he was just kind of following him around, hoping to land, and he wasn't really as much as he hoped to from what I saw. But you know, boxing is very corrupt, and I think I spoke to Mr. Caleb about this, but there was a special guest appearance by Ramzan Kadyrov. I'm pretty sure that's how you say his name. The dictator / ruler of Chechnya. And you know, he's famously involved in his athletes' professional careers, and with boxing being the business it is, the corrupt organization and nature of it, I would say it's not impossible that politics / money / threats had something to do with this, maybe. Because from what I saw, I didn't think Better Beef won.
I thought Better Beef won.
Oh well, all right. That's how I felt about Haney when Haney fought.
I mean, I thought Loma won that one too.
That's what I'm saying. I thought Haney won it.
They gave that one to
body
Haney,
shot.
and I was so fucking pissed.
But it was because of body shots.
Yeah, but it wasn't doing as much as it was to Beef.
Body shots in boxing don't seem to do as much as in MMA, because in MMA it'll really shut you down with like a few good ones
boxing it. I mean, it more so drains your stamina and shit, and of course takes your breath away. And it does hurt, obviously. But if you're looking like for body, obviously you work that until it's fucked up enough, or you could fucking go for a liver shot and then bring. And then they're just done. But the liver shots in MMA too, but in boxing it's really useful. I mean, it's really useful in MMA too, but I feel like I see more liver kicks than I do liver punches.
I think in MMA you can dig the knuckle into the liver a little bit better with the no gloves or the small gloves. So yeah, but I don't know. Just the way that boxers
do it with those big ass fucking 12-ounce gloves on or 10-ounce gloves are pretty skilled.
Oh yeah, I love boxing. It's the way they absorb damage is definitely different. I don't know. Bivol was looking good though. It made me want to go look and see at his Canelo fight, because I'll be honest, I'd never watched his Canelo fight, and now I kind of see how he could beat him just with the size and the technique he does have. He's a little fat. He's faster than what I assumed he was like, because he's a bigger guy.
Thought you were gonna say fat.
He's not fat. I'm looking at him right now. He's got abs.
No, when you're saying faster, you almost missed the T. It sounded like you were gonna say fatter.
No, but yeah, hell yeah. I mean,
the Shenanigans of the week.
Shenanigans of the week. I have two of them actually. So this was.
I had one that I watched this morning on Football Channel, but I was like so fucking like tired because I just woke up for work and I was just tired as fuck just looking at the TV.
What do you mean football? Like what? NFL or college or what?
NFL, I think. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, and speaking of college, I did.
Did you
forget
see?
to talk a little bit
I will
about
give a
Boise
honorable
State.
mention.
I'm just gonna say Jonte had a crazy game, 217 yards.
Dustin Poirier made an appearance on the show Kill Tony, and he squared up with comedian William Montgomery, who was like talking shit about him. So he was on a comedy podcast just squaring up with this big ginger dude, who's actually pretty big, it seems like, which is funny. And they're not. I don't know if I said the part where these aren't really plays anymore, but they're not. They're more just goofy shit I like. And then Ariana Grande had a promo on SNL recently about UFC 308. Not about UFC 308, but about UFC, and then it was promoting UFC 308. It was singing about like how back in the old days you could punch each other in the dicks and shit and do all kinds of weird shit. For this one, I'm just gonna put the video on the Instagram, because I think that's better than adding a goofy song. I like my goofy song, but just the clip for context. That way, I guess, I don't know, you can highlight the goofy stuff and just see it there. If you do look at the Instagram, go follow shenanigans.pod on Instagram if you even listened this far. Definitely follow us on YouTube and Spotify and all that crap. Because even now when you look us up on YouTube, it doesn't even pop up. So we gotta get some followers if you're listening to us. You gotta follow the podcast. Okay, thank you. I'm done. I'm gonna go piss.
Do that. Goodbye. See you all next episode.